Hey, I am really happy to be here. Dayton, you are so cool. When I walked in here tonight, I thought, oh my gosh, this has been here, I didn't even know this. And then they hand me that glass and it says, shine on Dayton, you know? And Dayton, everywhere from the Schuster to that Yellow Cab Company to the, you are so cool. If only you had my grandkids here. Okay, here's the story. In my 10th grade year of high school, I carried a hammer in my purse. And I carried that hammer because I figured I'd break your collarbone. And if I was on the ground, I could swing that and take out your kneecap. And if I couldn't get to that hammer, I could swing that purse and I'd hit you alongside the head and I'd either knock you out or break your jaw. I thought it was probably the perfect weapon. Because you see, I was a sensitive girl. And I didn't want anyone to bleed. And I didn't want to kill you. All I wanted to do was defend myself. And it all started like on a Friday night on Main Street in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Now you see, I lived on this farm. It was between Scottsbluff and Mitchell. It was way out in the rain shadow of the Rockies. It was so close to Wyoming, if you just lean a little bit like this, you'd fall right into it. You know? And out there, we had a lot of corn, a lot of sugar beets, a lot of cattle. What we did not have was people. My high school class, Sunflower High School, was the largest class ever go through there. It had 12 kids. We could not field a big enough team to play 11-man football. So there's a thing on your Class B's, it's 7-man football. That's what we played. And on a Friday night, after the football, all the kids from western Nebraska go to the county seat in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. And we would do a thing called cruising Maine. And what you do is you get in your car and you just drive real slow in one direction, right? And all the other kids are driving real slow in the other direction, and you got a 3 or 4 hour traffic jam in the middle of nowhere. That's all I know. And it was like the Tinder of yesteryear, because you're just hanging out the window checking people out. You know, instead of swiping right or swiping left, you yell out, "Meet me at the Brass Buckle." And you go to the end of Main Street, and down at this where they had the Brass Buckle, you turn around and there's a parking lot there. You know. And this particular night, this Friday night, we'd stopped a carload of boys, and all the girls in that car were checking out these boys. Because all of us were after something different, you know? There were girls that liked those athletes. They liked those bulging muscles, guys strutting around with all that testosterone. Other girls, they liked those sensitive musicians. Like a little pop. They're after those guys. But this carload of boys had nothing I wanted. But I saw Prince Charming right across the street. And I knew he was the man for me, because he was going into a liquor store. I told my friends, I said, listen, I'll be back by midnight. And I just sashayed on across that street, you know? And I waited till he came out, and I said, hey, you want to party? You know what? He did. So I said, you go in there, you get some liquor, you get some whiskey, and we'll party. So that man ran in there with that liquor, right? And I got in that truck, we went to his place. And he was in this dingy apartment. It was a basement apartment. So you had to go down these stairs and into this dimly lit living room thing, sitting on that couch, you know, he's got that whiskey in front of him. And he just starts, he wants to know where I go to school, about my brothers and sisters, and where I live, and, you know, and I'm just fixated on this bottle of whiskey. Thinking, does this man know what it means to party? And pretty soon he'll broke that open, and we throw a couple shots of whiskey down, and I got that feeling, you know, that feeling come over me. And I knew. I was either drunk or I was in love. I have never been able to tell the two apart. And so here's the deal, you know. It's getting close to midnight and I gotta go. So I go up that staircase and I get outside and I'm heading for the truck, and that's when she caught me. She's after that purse, and I grab my purse like this and I come down on her like this, and I knock the wind out of her. And I could grab her with my left hand and I threw her on the ground and I started just kicking her. And I never let go of that purse, you know. And he's yelling, get in the truck, get in the truck. And I get in the truck and, you know, I get all that adrenaline, it's just pumping. And now it's just silent in that truck. That old chatty cat that couldn't shut him up a little while ago, he's got nothing to say. I think he was impressed by how I, you know, protected that purse, I'm not sure. But he dropped me off on Main Street. I never saw that man again. The next day, I did see that woman I beat up. She showed up with 3 of her friends out at our farm. And her friends said I better stay away from them, and if they ever saw me out alone, they'd kick the shit out of me. And that woman said, "You better stay away from my husband." Now I thought about this. And I came to two decisions. First one, I'm not going to party with married guys anymore. Someone's going to get hurt. The second one is, I'm going to put a hammer in my purse. Because if someone's going to get hurt, it's not going to be me.